Ça, il faut le faire manuellement.
Ok.
So we should be live now, and we're switching to English, and yes. And we are live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Instagram. So hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 Okay, so
welcome back to Confluence 2025 for our second conference about free licenses. We have here Lionel Jeannerat from PVH éditions, a Swiss-French publishing house. We will be streaming all the conference on YouTube, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch this time, and not Facebook. We switched to Twitch because
we like to try new things.
Yes, we like to try new things. And all the episodes will be available on replay on YouTube, and when we will have the time, on podcast.
As podcast on podcast platforms.
Yes, we still do not know where.
No, but it should not be the hardest thing we've ever done.
So we welcome here tonight Lionel. So we'd like to introduce yourself a little bit, to say who you are, which kind of publishing house you are, and then we will go straight into the subject of tonight.
Yes, hello everybody. So I'm Lionel Jeannerat, and I'm a book publisher in Switzerland. And the company is, like you said, PVH éditions, PVH. And our specialty is publishing science fiction, fantasy, fantastic as well. And we have the publishing line we try to reach is mostly we choose we don't publish a lot. We select a very very carefully the book we publish. Mostly it's a French-speaking writer, but as you hear with Francesco, we translate our first book from Italian. It's a blockbuster. So, and what is typical from our publishing line is we are looking for very strange fantasy or science fiction. It could be how the story is told. The style, or how they organize the story, or we look for something like could be more close from I don't know if we can say it in English, the white literature, the non-science fiction and fantasy literature. So we have a lot of different style of books, but what is the main focus is about a special book that perhaps couldn't be published by other publishing house. Sorry, I have to train my English.
No problem. And so you do not focus only on Swiss authors. You have French and Swiss authors.
Yeah, we have Belgium as well. When I said French, it's French speaking. A big part of our of our authors are
Mhm.
Swiss.
Cool, cool, cool. And you
French,
do games as well, right?
what?
You do games as well.
We tried, but not anymore.
Oh, it's not anymore. I'm not
It's
asking.
it's another market.
Okay.
It's yeah, we can see with a role-playing game there is something close with science fiction, fantasy literature, but in French area, uh, they don't sell any role-playing game in bookstores, but in board game stores. So it's another, yeah, it's another work.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Um,
and the last specificity, and it's why I speak here tonight, is we publish our book with a free license that called Creative Commons by SA, same attribution. And I'm here to explain why I chose it and what change of my work and what it changed for authors and with partners like translators or
yeah.
adapters.
Yes. Cool. So,
So
free licenses. Tell us a little bit more about what it is.
yeah,
I think we have to step back and maybe explain the normal licenses to people and then go back to free licenses. I think
the
many
normal
people.
license is no license.
Mhm.
Normally, so there is different way in the world to manage author rights. There is copyright in English speaking area, and the author right in continental Europe and other countries, and in our area, Switzerland, as in France and in other countries in continental Europe. When you write something and you publish it directly, you're protected automatically with the author right, and that means that nobody has the right to copy or share your work. Yeah, legally, perhaps some people do that, but if you want to give the permission to other people that use your work, the license, if we speak about Creative Commons license, you can add this license to your text or code, because for computer science, for coding, the code is protected by the author right as well. And you can add a license that is public. You can find it on the website Creative Commons, for example, or licence Arlib, that is another license that's compatible with the Creative Commons license, but yeah, the philosophy is a little different. And in Creative Commons, when you choose the most permissive license is the Creative Commons 0. It means that your text is like in public domain, that people can use your text as you wish. You can not quote the author. That's, yeah, it's totally free. But with Creative Commons, you can add some condition. And the first condition is the by. By means that everybody, the people can share the text, but he had to quote the original author. So the paternity or maternity of the text stay for the author. And then there is other restriction. For example, non-commercial, that the people can share it but can sell it. And the other one is NC. It's you can't change the text. You can share it, and you can combine this condition as you wish. You can go to Creative Commons website. Everything is explained. And the last condition you can add is the copyleft. And the name is in Creative Commons it's same attribution. It means that if somebody take your text, he change it, all the text, the new text, or the drawing or the adaptation, perhaps it could be an audio book, should be in the same license. And in PVH edition, we choose the license Creative Commons by. So you have to quote the author and the original publisher and the same attribution as well. It means that anybody can take our book, the book with the free license, but it's almost all our books. And same for the drawing of the cover or inside the book. Sometimes we have some drawing inside the books, and they can use it as they wish, but the condition that the new art, the new text, the new creation should be in the same license. The spirit is the philosophy is about sharing culture. We know that I see the culture as something we share, and we change it, we take influence and anything. And the goal is not to make it free. Free license doesn't mean free as you don't have to pay. It has no cost. It's free as freedom. In French, there is two different words. There is gratuit. It's free as you don't have to pay, and libre, that is free as freedom. The idea of free license come from computer science, where the people, a lot of like GNU Linux or Mozilla Firefox, a lot of software are in free license, and we try to take the same idea in the culture, in the art. And as they say in free license, that it's not free as freebie, but free as freedom.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean you can use it as you please, but you still have to respect the author's right.
Yeah, the condition.
Yes. So, and what does it mean for example, for you as a publisher? I mean, because it means how do you monetize that? I mean, you have to survive as a publishing house, right?
Yeah. It doesn't. When I began, our publishing house is more, 11-year old. So, and we only switched to free license for now, 3 years. Around, I don't have the, I think 3 years. And in reality, it didn't change for a little structure as us, that we didn't sell the copyright to other for adaptation, for translation, because we are little structure. We are only 3 people. And we manage all the publishing side of the business, and we sell books, and we sell as well ebooks, and it didn't change really how we worked, and it gave us some visibility. Because there is all around the world some community that are supporting free license, and as an experiment in this domain, a lot of people discovered us with the choice of free license. So we conquer new public with this choice, and most of our readers doesn't care about that. But so they go in the bookstore, see the book, they buy it or not. Or in conference, we sell something in booth. We sell our book. Most of the people don't care, but we find new readers, and what is very interesting, because we didn't choose free license just like that. It's not just an idea. For example, myself, I use free license softwares, and I was in this movement for years, and part of our writers are supporting as well, or the free license. So a lot of people know us from our work, or what we do in free license. So it's all an ecosystem, a new ecosystem that we represent it. So we weren't new in French-speaking, French writing and reading areas, because some experiments were made in the past, but mostly they weren't publisher. They didn't know how to sell the book, how to manage good publishing edition, the edition part of the work. And sometimes some people want to present free license texts, so they publish it on the internet, and part of them doesn't have the level to reach readers. And what we made is, we know about the free license, and we know how to publish and find good text, good books to publish, and we make it all together.
So I have one question. If I am like, let's say, an Italian translator, and I want to translate your book, one of your books, from French into Italian. It means that I do not have to ask you the permission. I can do it, but I still have to pay you royalties, right? Or not?
No, so the question, no,
That's the
you
term
don't
in
have,
Italian.
you don't have to pay royalties,
Mhm.
but your text, your translation needs to be published in a free the same license,
Mhm.
and then I can take your text
Mhm.
and I can publish it in Italian as well.
Okay, but I mean, if I'm a publishing house in Italy, it
Yeah,
means
but you can freely translate it and
yeah,
publish it,
yeah.
but
If you want
like
to do it, you could do it, right?
if I want to
Okay.
republish it in Italian
Mhm.
with the same text and say I pay because I pay royalties to my authors,
Mhm.
my writer. So it's not it's not in just without free license. You just have to have the permission, or you can, yeah, it can be forbidden.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
with or license you can publish it and it will not be forbidden, and I can take back the text in Italian and publish it,
Okay.
but certainly I don't have the network to sell it in
Yeah, yeah,
Italian.
of course.
But the what is the best move from an Italian publisher is to contact me or the author or both. The best is to make the both and say, okay, we want your support, and our translation or version of the book will be official, and
Yeah.
we can explain that we pay royalties. Because if a book publisher sell it without royalties for the author and uh, perhaps us as well, uh, we can be in concurrence.
Yes. Okay.
And if the original author say I don't receive anything, so the concurrence there, the question is not about the right, but it's about legitimacy.
Hmm. Okay. That's very good.
Because most of the books, if the author say I don't like this translation, it's not the official translation, the people prefer the original, and there is a real work to make with our readers to explain how we manage this, yeah, officiality of a text, a book, or something like that, and that it's not free as a freebie, it's free as freedom, so you can share the book. And I want to give an example, because a lot of our readers are people that really know how to download our books and your books on peer-to-peer sharing. And when we explained it and we became free license for our book, we sold a lot of more ebook that before,
Hmm.
because and some just said, okay, I download your book because I support the thing that it's free license. I like the book, so I buy it after.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it for our selling book on ebook, it was a little game changer for us. Yeah, it's mostly we sell printing book, but before it was like 10 ebook sold a year, and now it's more than 100 or 200 ebooks sold directly on our website, because they prefer to pay us directly than to going to Amazon or or on Kobo to give the money to this big company, technological company, and prefer to pay us directly. And if they pay us directly, the authors receive more money as well. So we explained it, and I think it was a good idea.
Yes.
That's actually always a very good arguments with readers when we can explain that there are ways for us to better pay the artists and different people who actually work on the book, because everybody knows that those are usually difficult jobs, and so I do understand.
Yeah, perhaps I don't know, because none of my books were sold as a Harry Potter,
Yeah.
but in my
Not
thing,
even
I
one of
prefer
one of ours.
I prefer if it's where so I can give some example what is the question from the author side about the free license, because when we have different model. For example, some of the book, two books I published were already published on internet, or and were with free license, and just I could take the book, the text, and publish it without the permission of the authors, because anyway I publish in the same license. But I asked them, and we made just a teeny contract that just the text is free license, okay, and I pay you royalties on everything I sell, and the counterpart is that when they communicate with their public, they say my book is the official one. And explaining to the people that if they want to support them, they buy my book.
Yeah.
Because they receive I don't know in English avaloir, so
It's an advance.
an advance on the right, and not the right, the royalties.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very simple contract, because just it's free license, and it's already in free license. So we just have to manage how I pay him, and what is the condition to pay him, and if anybody the moral right and stay to the authors in this model. And the other model is I sign traditional contract with the authors, and in the contract it's just written that the book will be published in free license. It means that if we want, because we can always change the license. For example, for followings of the book written by other people, the author can agree that the license of the new book is not free license. It's always possible to close for adaptation. For a film, for example, I'm not close. If a filmmaker just ask or permission to make a film of or book, but they don't like free license, I can give the permission to this
To revert the contract.
this Yeah, and it's become normal as most of them, but they can take the book as well and just don't ask the permission. And some of my authors, that firstly I published them with copyright. They asked to me, but if somebody comes and want to adapt my book in film, and they don't give us any money because they have the right of that, I just said to them that firstly it's a chance to see his book in a film, and then after the film is on the screen, they can see it and said, oh, it's it's good or it's bad. And then, because the same attribution is the obligation that it's a free license film as well, they can take the film and just organize a live stream, or and as original author giving his impression, and perhaps organizing diffusion without paying any royalties to the film maker. Just you rent a cinema room and make a projection of the film, and all the money is for us.
Yeah.
But I think in reality, all the people have, yeah, it's better for everyone to have an agreement. It's
Yes.
not a legal obligation, but I think it's good. And because we can, uh, we can take back the film and use it for our promotion. It's always good, because the problem, a lot of people think that free license is, yeah, you take the text or the creation and you make all you want and you can close it. And that's not the point with the copyleft. The copyleft is the obligation to continue. It's like seeing the culture and creation as a common that is shared for everybody, and we pick the thing we adapt, but for the common, the best thing is that we agree together, because yeah. And for example, some said, oh, if a Chinese guy translate it and don't give us some money, first I say, if your book is translated in Chinese, you will never know about it if it's illegal. And if it's in free license, yeah, some people will read your book, and you see, you think that he take you, we said voler.
To steal.
He steals your work, but in reality, if this Chinese didn't translate your book, nobody in China will do it. So,
So
and if he sell your book there, it means that he worked for the promotion of your creation.
yeah. Yeah.
And if it's very famous, the people ask, who is the author? But the condition of the book, he have to say, to quote the author as the creator of the book, of the original text. And then perhaps if you have some, you are a little famous because a guy didn't pay you royalties but made you famous in China. It's, I think it could be a good thing.
Yeah.
For the authors,
It means visibility more than direct money, and so it goes
yeah,
back to
yeah, but it's not just visibility. It's about just a philosophy that if you close the things, if you make cluster around the creation, um, you can't give like a tree. If you want that to grow, you don't have to close it in a box. You have to give him sun and space to become a big tree. Perhaps it didn't happen. A lot of the books didn't become very famous, but I think really the best way for that is giving in the freedom to the creation, and then you can perhaps, because we most of the people want to collaborate because and if for example I translate the book of Francesco Verso, Bloodbuster, I and in Italian it's in copyright, in French it's free license, because we managed it, is okay with that. But for the promotion, I have to. It's better for me if the author and translators, like Davide is one of the translator, help us to communicate on the book. So I think perhaps we don't find an agreement, and then the free license gives the possibility of all the people to continue the creation.
I have an example, a personal example at Haya. We had this book we wanted from a country. I was discussing to the original publisher, and the original publisher is a huge publisher in their own country, but they have never been translated into French. And when I asked for this particular book, they told me we want that sum of money and we want that and that and that. And it was like, it's a little bit too much for our market. This is too much. And I asked him, do you prefer not to be translated than being translated in? I mean, without having the huge publishing house as you are, because the book we wanted was more than 10 years old, so and has never been translated into French.
They were asking conditions that made the book impossible to
translate it to French.
Yeah, it meant it had to be like one of the best sellers on the fantasy market in French, just to be not be a financial catastrophe, and so that
You're right. There is different realities between little actors as us and big actors.
But I mean, if that book was on free licenses, we could have had the first edition, at least for the book, to interest the French public to that kind of literature, because it was literature we didn't have at the time in our market. And but the thing is, I feel sometimes that publishers are putting a little bit too much limitations to how we can collaborate internationally, and the free license movement can be an answer to that as well.
You're right. As I see, when the people see some license sold for a lot of money, it doesn't have as any. Yeah, it doesn't reach our reality because a lot of the books, not the most famous, but it could be good books as well. If we have the opportunity to translate it, some are asking because they have the right to impose it and say, okay, if you don't pay, we don't translate it. And why they ask for money? It's okay, they ask for money, but how many and what is the condition is a long discussion. And this discussion take times, take money. Perhaps they have to pay a lawyer, and all the organization is very strict, very close, and with the free license, as some publisher doesn't like file sharing on the internet, on peer-to-peer, because almost all the book are shared, ebook shared on this a network of sharing files. So, and they use some time or money just to defend it. And for me, it's okay. I put this problem outside, and then it's the same with a translate, because sometimes as a publisher I don't have time because there is a book to finish, and perhaps the translator write me, and I don't have to the time to manage. For me, it's okay. I just answer, hey, it's free license. Just translate it. You can do it, and you can publish it, or you can give it to another publisher. You manage, your rights, your work on all of this, and you can publish it without my permission. It's okay, but at any time we will find an agreement, because yeah, and it's not about what can I say, giving, it's just a simplification of the process, because the some people, for example, some people want to make drawing, so some professional drawer are asking me the permission, and if they want to sell their drawing on a calendar, or what they sell normally to their follower, normally they have to ask me the permission and giving money. But for me, it's a free free publicity, and if they want my participation, for example, the author and me, to promote his work, you have to find an agreement. And if he is more famous as I, because so you don't need or collaboration. It means that more famous as us is sharing our work in another art, and I can and it's free license, so I can use it for the promotion of the book.
It means you can use it for Instagram or stories, or even in festivals. That's very interesting, though. Especially, I think it's more interesting to see the fact that it's a cross media thing. Like like you were
Yeah,
saying.
in science fiction and fantasy is really
So, for example, someone
it,
wants to adapt a game to make
yeah,
a
role-playing
video
game
game.
or a board game. Yeah, they can.
Mm.
They can, but if the original author don't agree, some people, yeah, it doesn't need. Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't need
more about
validation.
legitimacy,
Legitimacy.
legitimacy, legitimacy. Yeah, on the book, and perhaps it means that somebody write a book and another like it and write another version or following or a prequel where before and an adaptation, and perhaps the book become more famous, the second one, and the legitimacy can change. You can
Mhm.
have some, like in code, you can have some fork with the official of the original writer and the in sorry, in the lore can be forked, perhaps a different version of the same um, um, yeah, on the same universum.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Mhm.
That I think it gives a lot
But
of.
but in reality, what so we are. I think what is the more concrete is the more important that uh, I don't have any of my book adapted in film for the moment.
Yeah.
We are working. Perhaps we'll have one, but for translation. I can give an example. We have a book. The name is Bike Punk,
Mhm.
and we have a contract with a Mexican publisher to translate it in Spanish. So, and we don't give him the exclusive right of translating, because with our license, some other Spanish people can translate it as well.
Mhm.
But what we agree is the right to translate and publish it and be the official version in Spanish. And the other part is you need a contract to ask some help, but because it's a condition because the author is in Belgium, so he adds the possibility to ask some financial help for the translation, and he couldn't receive it if it wasn't in with an agreement with the original publisher and the author. So we made it just because, yeah, it's it's normal, and we manage it that the official translation is Spanish.
Okay, that's very interesting. I mean, it opens a lot of doors to international collaborations. Um,
But
I
except a big success as Harry Potter doesn't have different
yeah,
translation in the same
yeah,
language, you know.
yeah,
Uh,
it's, it's rare to have
it's
books
very
from.
rare, and I find it very interesting to have the possibility to have different translation, because the best
Mhm.
one will win.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
But it's also an interesting evolution, because from writers and artists' point of view, the whole conundrum today is, what do you make free out of your work for promotion and visibility purposes, and what you don't, and what you're actually protecting because you need it to be profiting, because you want to live out of your art. And Uh, Globally, we have a ton of things that are accessible through the World Wide Web, through legally or illegally methods, but for free. And that's, it opens up a bunch of different methods and ways we can promote our
I
knowledge.
give you an example. Because the people when they say it's free, like you don't have to pay. But
Yes.
for example, you make drawing or you text and you publish it on Instagram or Facebook, or the reality that the people think that's free, but in reality the condition is that it's not anymore free as freedom, because the platform have some right on it, and you can't share it as you wish with. So free license, it's not just a word and a text of a legal text for license. It's about a spirit, how to you look your art, and you want to self-publish it or collaborate with the people that share this vision. And yeah, for sure, we are open on collaboration with a lot of people in France. That, yeah, for example, we go to sell our book in free license. It's mostly for computer science, for coding, for a software event, but the people come and ask, perhaps are open to, some are asking of the possibility to code a video game. It's like a little video game. It's opens some possibility of collaboration with people that share the same vision. And it's not exclusive. For example, one of our next book we will publish, we have the chance that John Ho, the artistic director of the Game of Thrones, made a beautiful drawing for our cover, but he didn't agree. For the free license, it's okay, and so
I guess why.
it will be an exception, but I'm okay with that, because all the text would be in free license. But the people can just try it. For example, the Spanish Mexican translator of Bike Punk didn't publish book in free license. So it will be his first book in this license. And in reality, our authors receive more money because we sell more, since we have the free license, and they are more open now. They see that, the reality is that it didn't change anything.
So I have a practical question for you. If an editor, a publisher, an author, or a translator wants to get some infos about the free license movement, do you have any website or any resources you would like to share?
So the best. Just a moment.
You can type things in the chat.
I'm looking if it's translated in English.
Mhm.
Yeah, the the first is Creative Commons website, because they explain a lot about that. And it's translated in almost all the languages. Yeah, a lot of languages, not all, but I see a lot. And yeah, depend of the languages, but just look at Licence Art Libre. It's in French for sure, but it's perhaps the more comprehensive text of the license that exists. And yeah, you can begin with Creative Commons. There is some
You will
famous
find,
things under Creative Commons by
yeah.
ESA. It's Wikipedia. All
I
Wikipedia
will,
text is under
we will
free license.
we are just for the people following us. We are putting the link in the chat.
In the comments, you can
Yes,
find that.
and in the podcast version, we will find it in the description. Yes.
And then, yeah, just there is a lot of conference that explain it in different languages. So just mostly it's about code, computer code, but perhaps
Mhm.
in your
Yeah,
language there is free license author that share their work, or a publisher. We are not a lot. It's not totally new, but because the free license exists for artistic work exists for 20 years already, more than 20 years. But I see more and more new player, publisher. There is in France Copy Gauche, that's its publishing house that's publish as well in free license, and other ones. And yeah, I recommend to find something, just search and you
Yeah.
will find. But the ground information are on creativecommons.org.
okay.
Cool. So I think we said quite everything about the free license. I don't know if you want to add something, or you want to give an advice to people, like a final advice, or something.
So, firstly, I want to say to all the translators or writers that want to adapt, translate, or playing perhaps with or books, you can take it, and if you like it, you can translate it. You don't have to ask to us. And if the work is good, we'll find a solution. We publisher in the right languages. We some yeah. Perhaps we lose a lot of work just to finding permission.
Yeah.
The free license, you don't have to lose all your time to ask permission. Just
Yeah.
take the text, and we have some short novel,
Mhm.
short text, and and if
I,
you have the
I just
you
have
want
one
to try
question.
it, you
Do
can
you know?
use it.
How
And
do
the
you
last,
know?
yes.
Sorry for interrupting you, but I think it's. How do you know that text is free license? Is it written usually in the website? Like for you, it's right?
Creative Commons.
Yeah, so on the text, in the book, yeah, for example, in this one, in the credit, it's written that it's in free license,
Mhm.
and in the ebook as well, when you in the same place where you find the copyright.
Okay, cool.
So some of our book is it's always written that it's copyright, but it changed. So all our book are in free license that we sell right now.
So we
Yeah,
invite
that's it. And
we invite all
if
the translator to go and look for in your website and try to translate, right?
yeah, yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
And if you don't want to pay the book, you can find it on a peer-to-peer sharing system. And perhaps you can ask just the author or us. We can send ebook, EPUB if you want, if you explain what you want to do, and it's not a problem.
Cool. So, thank you very much for having been here with us tonight at our second conference at Confluence 2025. We will see the public tomorrow with the conference about Iranian science fiction and fantasy, which is kind of a new discovery for us because we're now into Iran, literally. And we thank you very much for having me here with us, Lionel. Thank you, public. Thank you, Roma, for being on the on the
technical side.
Back office person.
Yeah, we will put all the infos about the conference online if you're interested in the free license movement. And we really invite you to go and look, especially for French readers, into the PVH catalog. And if you're a translator, go and look if something suits you and you think you can translate it. Now you know you have the right to do it. So
thank you, the public.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
And, goodbye. Have a nice evening.
Good night, everybody.